back to my channel. You join me today on the beginning of my spring campaign up in Peterborough in the Kawarthas. I'm going to keep the introduction short today because I've already been getting indications, so I need to be kind of attentive. I am fishing an area with some snags on either side, and the river is absolutely flying. We've had a ton of rain over the past couple of weeks, and so the rivers are really swelled up, but it is pushing the fish out of that main current and making them draw into the margins. So right now I'm currently situated behind a school that I've been working at. If you didn't already know, I'm a teacher, and they have access to the river right here. So, you know, after school and whatnot, I've been coming in, putting a bit of bait, and the fish have shown up, and I saw them this morning. There was a couple of them in there, so I figured, okay, well, you know, get a bit more bait in there, keep them interested, keep them coming back to the area, and with any luck, this evening, now it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe this evening I could get amongst them. So got the mortars out there, got a pop-up on one rig, and I've got a couple of artificial corns on the other. I know that there's some crayfish in here, so I wanted to make sure that I wasn't throwing out too many particles on the rig end of things. And the pop-up is just on a nice little stiff withy pool kind of setup, so that it kind of wags back and forth in the current. I've found that sometimes these river fish really tune in on those. Bait has been pretty, you know, low-key. I haven't been putting out any big boilies or anything, just tossing in some cracked corn and some hemp, watching that drift down, and obviously it gets in amongst all the rocks. It's really hard for them to pull out, so it retains them in the area for a little longer, which at this time of year, that's kind of what you want. You want them to keep coming back to this area and focusing in on the spot. So fingers crossed, got a few hours, and hopefully I'll come to you with some news really soon.
Unfortunately, this first session would end in a blank. The knocks on my lines would turn out to be red horse suckers bumping into me as they made their way up the river to spawn. In the following weeks, the weather would truly be for the birds. Monumental amounts of rain, as well as cooler temperatures and even snow. It would take a little while before things would return to a sense of normalcy once again, but that wouldn't be until early May. I decided to do a bit of exploring and try out some new swims, and even revisit some old ones that used to do very well at this time of year. But unfortunately, these too proved to be fruitless endeavors. But thankfully, the forecast was starting to show a little bit more of a promising trend, and after seeing that there would be 3 very consistent warm days, I knew that it was time to get back out to the cedar forest. The place had truly come alive since the last time I had been there. The trees were blooming, the birds were chirping, and of course, the bugs were plentiful. And best of all, a pre-baiting effort had drawn in a ton of carp, including a target fish in the form of a low double mirror. It was go time.
Just a wee one. Oh, come. Held that way. What a beautiful little fish. Fought really well in the river here, used the current to its advantage. Beautiful, dark little common. Get some pictures and we'll put it back. And there's likely plenty more where this one came from. Spotted it yesterday. Oh, yes. I can't believe I spotted this fish from the tree, and I kind of like went manifest, manifest, manifest. Oh, what a gorgeous little mirror. Beautiful fish. Probably about 12, 13 pounds, nothing massive, but in this section there's not a lot of really big fish. Just some really pretty looking ones like this one here. Gorgeous fish. Absolutely gorgeous. We'll get some photos of that one for sure. We'll get that one back. We'll get that rod back in there. I would say near pristine. 20 pound here. This is a beautiful fish. This is a beautiful, beautiful fish. Check him out. What a gorgeous fish. Absolutely stunning. Put up one heck of a scrap. It started off kind of lethargic and then suddenly it put on 10 pounds really fast. Beautiful fish. Well, certainly not as big as the last one, but a feisty river common here. Beautiful male. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. We'll get some photos and we'll get this one back and get that rod right back out there, because that's the first time the right one's gone. Left one has been the hot rod so far, so fingers crossed we've got a couple more in store. Well, that's fish number 5. I would have been chuffed with just one, and the Carpy gods are with me today. They are with me today. All right, and here we go with another little common. Beautiful fish. Great fight once again, screaming take. Can you ask for much more? Well, the action slowed a little bit, so while I've got this chance, I figured I would run through the rigs that I'm running with today. Essentially running give or take the same rig on both rods here. I'm running a helicopter here with the mortar, 2.5 ounce. When soaked, that sits at roughly 3. And little itty bitty pop-up rig here, a real tried and tested rig. It's caught me plenty of fish, so loads of confidence. The other rig out there is running a shock and run system, once again with the mortar, but both are running basically the same rig at the end, just a different pop-up. I've got a white licorice pop-up out on there, homemade, and it's done a couple bites now, so pretty confident with that. And then I've got a Bunch Baits pineapple seed here. So oodles of confidence, and I've got a fish on. Alright, hopefully they'll cooperate. Just had a little lapse in action, decided to do a bit to camera. Look at this beautiful dark fish. Beautiful, beautiful river common. Big run once again, big fight. What a fish. I can't believe how well this day's going. Well, I packed everything else away, and once again I find myself in. Well, I've said it time and time and time again, you always leave the rod in last. And I'm really lucky that my new friend Mark here happened to stop by, and he's just on a walk. And yeah,
Can you
he
see
heard
it?
the alarm go off, and he came running back for me. And this seems like it's a pretty good fish, so I'm pretty stoked. Ending the night on what'll hopefully be my 8th fish.
Well,
Just in time. Oh, yeah. I think I saw this one roll over. Recognize that there. Oh, you are. Yes, yes, yes. In that basket. Thank you, Mark.
no problem.
Thank you. I can't think of a better way to finish off today's session than with a fish like that. What a beautiful, beautiful carp. Oh, made up with that. It's a beautiful 20-pounder again. Lovely fish. Lovely, lovely fish. Off you go. That's enough of that. It's a long walk back to the car.